Right, this is my section. This is my top 5. Some from when I was a child, which I've acquired recently. One of them, a couple of them, which I still have from when I was a young child. One of them, which is the only one from my childhood that I still have. He is a featured one. So this is my top 5 toys slash collectibles. Right, this is my number 5, which is, I believe his name is Mantenna, and he's from Masters of the Universe. He is I don't really know what he is. He looks like an alien hybrid creature with 4 legs, 2 arms, and eyes that go. As a child, I used to play with this quite an awful lot. I do have to say, there was Grislaw, Leech, Buzz-Off, and him. And I used to play with them quite a lot. Oh, and there were Orko, which is the wizard.
Big Man?
No, that's something different. That's Ghostbusters. But the bin man from Ghostbusters is what Ellie's referring to. It's in the cabinet upstairs. But this is Mantenna. My wife, Ellie's mum, bought me this a couple of Christmases ago. Bit of a surprise, because I was asking for it as a replacement, because I had it as a child, and it's a replacement from what I no longer have. But it's a nice piece. It's my 5th most collected piece. I don't have his crossbow, his weapon, but this is number 5 just for nostalgic reasons and for the look of it. It's a nice looking piece. It's absolutely solid. Toys nowadays are, well, hollow, but they've always been hollow. But toys nowadays, I have to say, I mean, they do come, they're quite solid, I suppose, but modern day toys are quite thin and brittle. I mean, you look at the arms, they're very thin, the fingers are very dainty. They just had closed fists, you know, in that action pose. But number 5 for nostalgic reasons, and it was, as a child, probably one of my most played toys. So that's my number 5. Plus it looks cool. It looks so good. Don't you think? Sit down if you want. Right, this is my number 4. My 4th most, I wouldn't say played with, but again, it's a collectible item. I do have several more, but that's for another video. One of my most prized possessions. But this one is Bender. I can't remember who make this. It's Rocket USA. They made a line of wind-up collectibles from Futurama, starting with Bender, and then they did Nibbler. You can also get no, not Fry. Don't believe so. You can get Nibbler, Planet Express. You can get the Zapp Brannigan gun, which you press the trigger and it sparks. It's more like a 1950s themed toy. A bit like this really, because it's all held together with bent over pieces of metal. His key's upstairs in the attic, so I didn't bring it down. I haven't wound him up. And he's got little wheels underneath, so his legs go backwards and forwards. So as he moves, it causes him to move across. Comes complete with a bottle of, not Duff, I don't know what brand it is. I can't read that.
Old what?
I can't read it. Old something. For
Terrarian?
something like that. That's too small for me to read. His eyes do move. His antenna doesn't. His mouth rotates to a different pattern. So should you want the straight one, his cigar goes over this side. If you want the wavy one, it goes over this side. The little cigar goes in there. Blender. Also, the little cabinet at the front, the little reveals his mechanical workings. I just think it's a nice piece. Looks good. It's not something you can really play with. You could play with it like that, but for my reasons, again, love Futurama. It's one of my big shows that I watch. I've been a big fan since day one, and this is one of my most prized pieces, number 4. And for that reason, that's where it's sticking. Number 4. Why not? Number 3. Now this is an actual piece from my childhood. It's mine. It's an original. This has not been bought from like eBay. This is mine. I actually traded this as a child from a friend of mine called Scott. I can't remember what I traded it for, but I nagged. I just couldn't get hold of them. So Touchdown Terror. It's Madballs. I had every single Madballs apart from Hornhead and the vehicle. He had that. He wouldn't trade it, but he traded this instead. So this being number 3 on my list. It's a great piece. I mean, it's good on a shelf. It looks great. It's just so nice. It feels like American football. But needs a bit of air in him. Probably needs a bit of a professional paint job, but I don't want it painting. It's how it is. It's been played with. It's been worn. Still got the original Madballs. It's all original. Nothing's been touched up. But that's my number 3. Again, nostalgia reasons. I think it's a nice piece. It looks good. It just feels good. You know, it's a toy. It's a toy that can actually be played with. You know, back in the day, you could. That one of the reasons why it's so dog-eared, but yeah, it's my number 3, Touchdown Terror. Come on, what's not to like about that? So good. Now this is my number 2. I used to play with this. Just dropped him. I used to play with this absolutely loads. I even had him in the bath. It's Marshmallow Man. Now this one I acquired from a Comic-Con in, where was it now? Sheffield. I got Marshmallow Man and Slimer for £20, which it's a little bit over odds, but I think it weren't really. It were reasonable. I mean, you can pay anything up to £20 upwards for a really good one, and this is really good. It's clean. There's no markings on him whatsoever. It's just really nice piece. I used to play with this absolutely loads. It used to be a key piece in my Ghostbusters era. But he used to be a good guy. He wasn't a bad guy. And what I never understood is why the figures were the same, almost the same size as him. The Marshmallow Man was 100 feet tall. 6-inch. Now come on, they could have made it bigger. It cost more, but hey. But yeah, I used to have them in bath all the time. This again, it's not a fake. It's actually the real deal. But I do have another one of these, which Ellie's got in her bedroom. I have got another Slimer. Ellie's got. Acquired them from a friend of mine, Richard, old school friend. Really grateful he gave me them, and some Boglins. Got some Boglins as well. But that's for another video. But this definitely number 2. One of my utmost played toys, I would say ever, is Marshmallow Man. So as a child, I played with this a lot. For my nostalgic reasons, and yeah, I can't really say much more about it. It's a nice piece. It's solid. This will stand the test of time. This will outlive me, Ellie, her children. This will be around when we're all gone. This toy will still be here in 1,000 years. It will not rot. It will not do anything. It will still be like this. All smiley and happy and jolly and ha ha ha. Yeah. So, number 2. But he's good though, isn't he? I mean, come on. He's ace. Just needs to be bigger.
Yeah. Because there used to be, the old one, there used to be like a ginormous one.
Yeah, there is a really big one at the Comic Con, so a really big one. There's a burnt one as well, isn't there? But that's not the original. These are the originals from the.
But Daddy,
from when I was a
you
child.
wanted the burnt one.
No, I wanted I wanted the one like this, but bigger. But the only problem is, I was a bit like that. Only 20 quid. But the downside is, it was a money box. I wanted, as it is, as this, but bigger. So yeah. Mwah. Marshmallow Man. So cute. Soundwave. He is my number 1. He is my utmost prized toy. It's the cassette deck. He's the Generation 1. He's not loose. I mean, he's a little bit, but overall, he's about as, and he's very clean. There's no damage whatsoever. This was bought, oh god, maybe 15 years ago. Mint in the box. It's like it'd never been opened, never been played with. The goal is there was like 2 batteries that went in the back, but they were actually this is 1974, 1983 Takara, one of the originals models. But his cannons that went on his shoulder, there's 2 of them. Well, there's one on his shoulder, one can go on his arm. Comes complete with them. Got the belt clip, hasn't broken off. Sometimes you find those a bit broken. The actual. Why aren't you firing? You should fire. Wait a minute, why are you firing? You should fire, mister. You should fire. No, I don't want to fire. Alright, that's probably one of the only things that doesn't function on this. The firing mechanism. Odd. But other than that, I don't care. But yeah, it's one of the nicest looking, one of the nicest looking Transformers there is out there to date. I mean, again, these were built to last. These were solid. I mean, they're ball jointed compartments, you know, that they were built to last. They weren't built to be broken. You know what I mean? They were made to actually be what they are. Man, come on, look at that. Look at that class. Cassette deck. I mean, come on, you don't see anything like that anymore. The Transformers of nowadays are rubbish. They move it, you press a button and in 3 steps it's transformed. This, see, we've got the volume switch. We've got the volume switch! Eject. Just the quality of these toys back in the day couldn't be beaten. GoBots, they were a good one as well. I used to love the Beetle one. There was a Beetle car, a GoBot. Wasn't a Transformer. Didn't really take off as well as I think it were Bandai. I think they were made by Bandai. Correct me if I'm wrong. Again, comment below. But they were. They were like a line that kind of competed with Transformers, but these are just the dogs. Also, complete with tapes. I can't remember what his name. Oh, his gun's just fallen off. There we go. Comes complete with all the actual tapes. Oh, he's fallen off again. The tapes that came with him. You got 2. I think it's Buzzard. Was it called Buzzard? I can't remember. But again, I mean, they're so small, and the detail on these was phenomenal, and how they, you know, integrated all the workings and the mechanisms to make them transform is amazing, really. I mean, nowadays toys, you wouldn't get that. You wouldn't get quality. I mean, look at it. It's so nice. I mean, there's the Panther one as well, but I've left him as a cassette tape, just to show you I'm not actually transforming him. But I used to love this as well. Watch this. This guy, is he going to do it? There we go. Decepticon, which we all knew that. They were Heat. The guys see him? He's there, look, he's a Decepticon.
Who's Decepticon?
Yeah, the Decepticon badge. They work with heat. Watch. See?
Mm-hmm.
The Decepticon. That means they're the bad guys, and then you've got the Autobots, which is the good guys, like Optimus Prime, Jazz, Bumblebee. I used to have all the Transformers over the years. Sadly, I've gave them away or swapped them, or they've just disappeared. I mean, I asked my mum and dad, I asked my mum, not that long ago actually, before she passed away, where did all my toys go? And she actually said she doesn't know. Now, some of them are around at my sister's in a cupboard that hasn't been opened. It's like a time capsule. This cupboard hasn't been opened for best part of 15 years. And I also, in there, is one of those. There's a Slimer, all these pieces of food. There's an original Star Trek figure. There's so much more in there, but anyhow, that's another story. That's a YouTube video in itself. But this is number 1. I mean, who wouldn't want that as a number 1? I mean, all these switches as well. Still nice and stiff. Volume control. Who wouldn't want that as a number 1 toy? I played with this so much. I mean, I used to pretend it was a Walkman. I actually pretended it was a music. I used to pretend to put tapes in, and they should have brought a record player one out. Why not? Why could they have done a record player Transformer?
Yeah, a big one, then it would look like a record player.
Yeah, why not? There's a camera one. The Transformer is a camera. Megatron, he's a gun. So why couldn't they do a record player? Hasbro, Takara, you need to do. I mean, they need to do a record player Transformer. If you're watching this, do it. Yes, it'd be so good. I mean, I'm sure it's called Buzzard. Again, correct me if I'm wrong. But this is our top 5 between us, top 10 favourite toys. So if you would like to comment, like and subscribe, feel free, do it all below. Next video, I don't know, what do you want to do for us next video?
Could do playing about a toy.
No, we're not playing with toys. Yeah. Too old. I'm too old to know.
Do a new game?
We could do a game, yeah. We could do a review. Back to us, we'll review a game. We shall pick a game next time we do one, and we'll do a review on a game. So, thank you all from Ireland for watching. From Wales, Norway, from
South.
Canada, from where?
South America.
Don't know if there's anybody watching from South America, but for all you subscribers that have joined our channel, I can't thank you enough for watching. I appreciate your comments, and I appreciate you watching our videos. We do appreciate it. I've said that word an awful lot recently just then. Appreciate. But thank you. Hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you next time. So,
Next Saturday?
Maybe next Saturday. Yeah. So on that note, we shall say goodbye, and we shall love you and leave you, and see you later. Bye. Where's the button gone? I can see you. Bye bye. Don't forget to subscribe to us on Instagram as well.
Yeah.
It's Lou Mark Foster's 07. You didn't even know that, did you?
No.
Okay. Well, it's Lou Mark Foster's 07. And we're off to take Dog for a walk. That's why she's wrapped up. Okay then. Cheers. Bye.